When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
Sharp French, what up? This one luck, I let the pain inspire me. I put my all in everything I'm doing. Up until it's done, I'm me for the entirety. I put in overtime, I be working. Just know I'ma go for mine, cause I earned it. They watching, I know it's time. I confirmed it. A whole society determined.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another coaching session with my coach, Matthew Headden. We decided to do this every other week just because of the demands on both of our schedules, but we also wanted to have some time in between to see if there's any big swings for the positive or the negative. So we're back here and we're recording for you guys. So enjoy this live coaching call. And as always, if you have any questions or want to connect with Matthew, hit me up directly. I'll get you to him if you can't already find him. But also, as far as the questions, ask them because we are loving the engagement on these episodes and it makes us happy. Matthew, what's up, buddy?
What's up, brother? I appreciate the shout out and I appreciate everybody listening, man. This stuff is priceless. And yeah, the feedback we've gotten. Why are you going to come in with a Care Bear cup on me like that, bro?
Well, I mean, you do it to me with the Golden Girls thing. So I figured, right when you're getting serious, I'm just going to flash the Care Bears there. Guys, I'm drinking out of my favorite coffee mug today. It is a Care Bear mug, and I'm not ashamed. Anyway, go ahead. You were saying. His says, abs are cool, but have you tried donuts? I love that. That should be IQ. Yeah. Bastard. Absolute bastard.
But man, let's dive into it, man, because we don't have your progress photos up, but they're absolutely incredible. But let's start as normal. What did you do well the past 2 weeks?
Man, the past 2 weeks is just, I was coming into a lot of resistance as far as, at that point where I usually would let off the gas. Like if I'm tired or I don't feel like I really want to go do this, or if I have like a small little injury, right? Like I had some leg issues going on this week again, remember? And I was like, I couldn't really do much with my legs until Friday. And, typically what I would have done was just shut it down and be like, all right, well, I'm injured, can't go, the all or nothing, right? And what I've learned with working with you, and I mean this, is like specifically working with you, is I've learned that the all or nothing approach is not the jam. And so those days I went in, out of the 5 movements, I did 3. I did whatever was on the plan with the exception of the legs. And on those days I still walked because it didn't hurt to walk. So I walked and then I started feeling better. So then I went heavy on Friday and I feel fine today. And we're going to go after this call and I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get my lift in.
I love it. What has been the biggest shift? You said a little bit of how it served you, because being all or nothing is part of what got you where you are with being, championship baseball catcher for LSU, having successful businesses, a successful podcast. So it does serve us in some ways, but how has it held you back in the past?
Well, because, because if you feel like you can't do anything like it's going to be perfect, why do it anyway? Right? Like why even put out the piece of content? Why even make the meal if it's not going to be perfect? Why? I go through all these things where it was just like, if I can't do it to 100%, like certainly perfect, then I'm not going to do it. And it's held me back because like any movement forward is still moving forward. It's just like watching a football game or a baseball game. You don't expect, a 99-yard run up the gut every single time. Does it happen? It sure does, right? And when Barry Sanders played, it happened a lot. You don't expect a home run every single time up at bat or watching a game, unless you're watching Barry Bonds, which A lot of people have their theories on that, which I'd love to debunk any day of the week. But at the same time, it's like, it's not always like that. There's other parts of the game. And that's what I've learned, man. It's like through this rant that I'm going through right now is there's silent parts of this game of health that people don't see. And what those silent parts are is just those moments where you're like, damn it, I didn't eat well this meal. Or damn it, I missed today. You know, at the gym, it's like, okay, well, cool, but what now? But what now? You know, like, okay, if you have a bad meal, or not even bad, if you go off plan or whatever the hell it is, just next decision, just get back on. You know, last night I went to the movies with my daughters. Oh, I had a ton of popcorn, right? A ton. I don't give a shit. I don't care. This morning I woke up, had my 3 eggs, my Killer Mike's toast, and, you know, I'm fueled up and I'm going to go lift here in a bit. So I think it's just like those little things, man. You know, it's like, this is long haul, dude. This is long haul. With a heavy emphasis of the next 3 weeks.
Right. Yeah. And it's to look at it from two different perspectives. You know, if you stub your toe, do you chop your foot off? But that's what the all or nothing can be. Yeah. You know, if you get a flat tire, do you slash the other 3? But
seems reasonable. Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do it. Right. Yeah. And then let's look at another direction. You know, biblically speaking, when we hear perfection, right? Because so many people strive for perfection. Okay. Well, first off, you ain't Jesus. But perfection in the Greek, to my understanding, means to see it to completion.
It's okay not to be perfect with finances. Experian is your big financial friend and here to help. Did you know you can get matched with credit cards on the app? Some cards are labeled no ding decline, which means if you're not approved, they won't hurt your credit scores. Download the Experian app for free today. Applying for no ding decline cards won't hurt your credit scores if you aren't initially approved. Initial approval will result in a hard inquiry, which may impact your credit scores.
Experian. This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock has tips to protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report phishing, and update the software on your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, let LifeLock alert you to suspicious uses of your personal information. LifeLock also fixes identity theft, guaranteed or your money back. Stay smart, safe, and protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
It doesn't mean that it's flawless. It means you see it through. Yeah. And if you're all or nothing, then you can't see it to completion.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So just remember that next time. What is perfection? Well, it's completion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll just make it better later.
So sorry. This is so random, but this is me with my ADHD. I love the crown molding and the stuff going on the wall behind you, like the halfway down. I'm just fixated on it. Good job, Leah. Looks good. Sorry. Go ahead. It's beautiful. Good Lord. Listen, you know, the one thing that I love about these coaching calls and for the people that are listening is just like, I'm okay with going completely randomized, right? And saying dumb things at the most inopportune moments, because this is full on my personality, right? I mean, my show is my personality, but like when I'm with you, I mean, I don't say as many curse words as I probably would if I weren't, you know, if I didn't have these amazing 2, 4, 6, 8 ears in the background in your house, I probably would say some more bad words, but you know, here I am. So I love the walls, man. They're great. I don't know what it's called. It's called something.
It's either, I believe it's the wainscoting.
Thank you. Who? Wayne?
Yeah. Lil Wayne, not Lil
Wayne. Lil Wayne coating. Got it. Yeah.
Lil Wayne coating. What about Wayne's World coating?
Nah, I was thinking about Lil Wayne.
No, Lil Wayne. Okay.
I'm a little more thuggish than. But anyway, I digress. Let's go. Let's get back.
I'm so barely gangster. Oh, there's your thumbs up sign.
I don't even. I think it's the Care Bear.
I think you need when it's coffee. I'm just kidding. I'm never going to say that again.
No. I still have to have my pre-workout.
Yeah, I had that already.
All right, let's go. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, man. All right, so we already know what you did well. Is there something else you're proud of yourself for? could actually
just
just
think
be
it's
eating popcorn with your daughter and being present, man.
no, I mean, not really. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I think for me is the consistency aspect, and when I send you those pictures and they're, night and day, and I still give myself a hard ass time. But the bottom line is like, I look at it and like, it's consistency. Right. And then I realized too, it's like, okay, I've also been enjoying life, so, that said, it's like, okay, I look at the progress from March until now. It's like a 6-month progression, in my opinion. It looks great. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I still enjoyed things. I wasn't, super stringent, but it's also like, then I look at him like, okay, well, I got to film in 3 weeks, like I'm okay with getting a little more stringent. I'm okay with beating myself up a little bit more physically, like sprint, walk, doing all these different things, because you look at that and it's just like, wow, that's what consistency has brought me. Okay. And I'm probably 85% clean right now, like eating maybe 80-20, like, and I'm not going through those, I guess, massive swings of like, got to starve myself. But so I'm proud of that. But I'm also ready to take that dial and move it like 4 or 5 notches, right? Like the base is ready, right? Like I feel like I'm strong enough to do that now. And so thank you for that.
I was going to say, do you know why I put you in maintenance? Why we go slow and steady at first instead of just hard cutting? Because there's a lot of coaches, as you know, that will just hard cut someone right in the beginning.
No, absolutely. And I've had those coaches, and it's hard, dude. And that's part of the reason that I would swing in the pendulum the opposite direction. I feel like right now I'm ready for a hard cut. Like I feel like I'm ready. I'm wanting it. Like I'm like, okay, cool. I want to go to bed starving. Like fuck it. Like I'm ready. Like it's time. Or save 25 grams of protein for the night and have some yogurt. I don't know, but like it's time.
There's several things that we needed to make sure that we accomplish first before we go into even almost a dieting phase. And that is, number one, that we're acting out of love and not desperation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number two is your relationship with food, right? Like a cut is a horrible time to work on someone's relationship with food.
No,
cut is a horrible time to work on someone's all or nothing mentality, right? Like if you find yourself saying, because we've done it, we've been there, right? Well, I'm going to eat everything I want on Sunday because Monday starts my diet. Then that's probably a really bad time to start, because it's more of that all or nothing. So where you are now, I agree. What we'll do is we're going to go into a mini cut. Okay. I'm going to cut you a couple more 100 calories. Okay. The focus will be a bit more on conditioning and cardio. And it'll look more like, 3 days of lifting, 2 to 3 days of steady state cardio, zone 2. And then, a day of conditioning and some, your favorite, the mobility stretchy yoga thing that you love ever so much. But what's the point in, let's say, being jacked or having incredible endurance or being able to lift everything in the world if the second you turn sideways to pick up your daughter, you blow your back?
Yeah. Yeah. I think those are one of the things that the opportunities for improvement for me is my mindset around the mobility. For me, like I'm jumping ahead, but for me, I think over the next couple of weeks, that needs to be my massive, where I'm going to get better at is my attitude and mindset towards mobility.
I think that's great because already know the next question. What roadblocks have you encountered, and how do you think you could overcome them? So hit me, keep going. So
I think the roadblocks I talked about, the app wasn't like, it kept deleting what I was tracking. I think, I know saying something to you sooner would have been the right thing to do. And then trying the, uninstall app and then reinstall it sooner would have been the right call. I do have to be honest with you. The last week that I was doing that with this thumbs up thing again is I've I've really enjoyed not being on my phone tracking everything. You know, I hope that one day when we get to a point where we need to be, you know, I don't need to do that constantly because I'm on my phone so much already. But, you know, for me, it was just nice not as like, okay, well, I'm gonna have this chicken here. I'm gonna have this potato. I know it's not gonna kill me, whatever. Like I'm just gonna eat. And I've been and on my lifts are my strength's going up. So I'm fed, right? I'm not weak and I'm not exhausted. Um, but I also think like the other roadblocks was that, I mean, that specifically, and then the leg thing. I don't know what's going on. So I got some hydration stuff that I'm taking once or twice a day with a lot of salt and potassium. It's called LMNT or something like that. I'm sure that um, First Form has some stuff that I will pick up as well, but um, that was at like, I need this stuff. Guy at the gym said, "Hey, this is the stuff." I'm like, I got it here the next day. So haven't been cramping, but yeah, those are really the only things that are like, I feel like have been the roadblocks, man. I will say there's certain points of the week where I was really tired just from a physical standpoint. Like my body was sore and tired because I've been pushing myself so much more. And so those are the days, like I told you, it's funny. I told you on Friday, it's like, hey, I'm going to move my workout to Saturday. And then I told you that you didn't even acknowledge it because you probably knew I was going to go anyway. And I found myself pretty much, I call it sleepwalking. Okay. I was doing a task for work and then I was done for the day. I'm like, all right, cool. So I walked upstairs, got dressed, and just walked out the door. And I was halfway to the gym. And when I was talking to you or whatever, I'm like, oh, I think I was supposed to move this to tomorrow. But my point is no matter how tired, I'm still going, right? Because I realize that is just me resisting wanting to get better at that point. If at any point, because we do that, like the human brain is wired to remove risk. Okay. And when we sit there and we're like super tired, our brain's gonna be like, okay, don't go do this because I'm supposed to save you from this. Right. And those are the moments that I've pushed through, right? Because there was really nothing wrong. If there was a true injury or something like that, like, yeah, I would lay off. I don't believe in the hustle culture anymore. I'm speaking out about it a lot now. I think it's more than just, oh, go get it done. I think it's more of discipline and determination just looks like moving forward. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it's not sexy. It's not fun. It's not anything. It's just that. That's
Say
where we
that
are.
again. Say that part about
Discipline and determination is, it's, you don't have to be angry about it. You don't have to be like, fuck your feelings or, all this influencer stuff. Guys, what it really truly is, when you boil down the basic ingredients of determination and discipline, it is just moving forward. That is all it is. It's moving forward, even if it's just a little bit. If you're supposed to run that day for 20 minutes and you only run 10, I'm sorry, you're not weak. You still did it. You may not have felt great enough to go the 20 minutes, but did you get off your booty and go do something? Yeah, you did. So is that better than not doing anything? I think it is, right? That to me is moving forward. That is discipline. That is determination, because you still went through the habit of getting dressed, putting your running shoes on, and walking out the darn door.
I'm going to let you guys know something, because normally he just talks to me. It sounds like he's talking to you guys, but he's talking to himself.
Yep.
I'm going to let you know that right now. I'm going to address several things here for you, brother.
Sure.
One, the LMNT is great. Most people do not need more salt. However, I know your diet, you could stand it, especially with the heat down there, training outside like we have you doing conditioning.
Yeah.
They actually have a fizzy can drink now too that I really want to try. So hurry up and get a sponsorship from them, by the way.
For who? No, dude. Dude,
I know, I'm just kidding.
I can't
I'll
announce
get it.
what my
I'll find
partnerships
one.
are right
I'll get
now.
one.
Yeah,
And
you
then
get
we'll
one.
share when I'm down there next month.
You get one. Oh, next month. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, we got to get to Omni, so I got to come down. I know you have a thing coming down there, so
Yeah, bro.
I've just looked at flights. I saw them for like $150. So I'm also going to fly out to San Diego, and
Ooh, a whale's
I
vagina.
found round trip tickets for $195. So
What does San Diego mean? It's a whale's vagina?
San Diego.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Sorry, go ahead. We're getting in the weeds here today.
I don't know what.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry. All right.
Sorry, folks.
Anyway, so this is all right.
Leah's got the kids in the fallout shelter. Sean's on the mic. Get in the fallout shelter. You can't hear them.
Yeah, I don't. I've had so much daggum caffeine today. I'm like on a lull. You know what I mean? But
I am sweating.
yeah,
Like I feel it. I feel it sweating.
yeah. It's been an interesting day. You know why? But we won't go into it right now. So
yeah, different show.
yeah. So as far as the pushing through, I love it because it is pushing it it's interesting, right? It's quite the paradox here because when we are not in the shape we need to be in not great shape, things like that, we're tired. But then we know, that exercising consistently is going to make you less tired. But what a conundrum, what a paradox where it's like, I have to do the thing my body tells me not to do to get through the thing that sucks.
Yeah.
Like what a weird conundrum, right? Like it is true. Like that anxiety that I don't want to do this is our brain saying something has to change.
I mean,
we view anxiety as this bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's simply your brain saying change something and you're changing it, but it's going to fight back because it wants to be comfortable. But then in comfort, it manufactures things to then look more wrong than they really are.
Yeah.
Because survival mechanism. So you push through that. You continue to push through that. The change in your body has been miraculous. Like it really does look like 6 months progress.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have the newest measurements in, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say this has been about 55 days of consistency. And you're probably down about 3.5 inches in your waist would be my guess.
I'd probably say that. Yeah. That looks like an accurate,
which is insanity. With the mini cut, it's going to be tough. It's going to be harder. So we go with more nutrient dense foods, right? What does that look like? You already know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for anybody listening, I'm going to address them. It's more fruits, more vegetables, more carbs with nutrients. We're going to leave the sweet potatoes out of the first episode forever, since we've addressed sweet potato fries in every dadgum episode. You
just addressed them again.
Maybe you should reach out to like a Rida or something, bro, and like get a sponsorship there.
A what?
A Rida, don't they do those frozen sweet potato fries?
So I always thought that those were like filled with like.
Yeah, they're trash. But like, I'm just saying, it was the
no,
first
I'm
brand
not
that came up with mine.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's good marketing on there, and congratulations to that.
Yeah.
But as far as let's go to the staying off your phone and not tracking. Okay, so I love intuitive eating. The reason I have you track in the beginning is why?
Because you don't know. You truly don't know. I mean, nobody knows how much they're eating or how little they're eating. You truly don't. Like, I mean, to say that I am ready to intuitively eat, I would be lying to you. Lying. I'm not ready. But I also feel like if I work my tail off, right? And if I go, crazy on a sweet potato and I'm over on my carbs, that's not going to kill me. That's not going to kill me.
No.
And I think people, I think people miss on that, dude. Right. So it's like, as long as you're not, going through your day, eating relatively decent, but then having 5 pieces of cake and not tracking it, like that's a different story, man. Like, have a piece of cake. Cool. Track it. Just be honest. That's what the reality is anyway. You just don't want to see it on a tracking device. Just track it. But yeah, dude, I mean, I think intuitive eating is the ultimate goal, but I'm not ready yet.
So then what's another way to stay off your phone and not have to worry about tracking everything day in and day
I
out?
already know what you're going to say, and it's not happening. I'm not prepping. I'm not. I hate leftovers.
Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not. So that brings us back to the point, right? Like,
No, I got it.
in the
Here,
beginning-
I'll give you my password. You log my food, and I'll eat what you log. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
You know I would do it. I'm
I know,
flaky
but
like
dude,
that.
that's
Like,
way
all
too
right,
much drag on you. That's way too much
um,
drag. No.
You know me, man. Whatever it takes for somebody I work with to be successful, dude, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But like, it, I'm like picturing me with a taser. Come on, like, but it's too math.
I mean, I'm pretty consistent with what I eat, right? It's usually like my first meal of the day is either like my Formula One with ignition or 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and like a tablespoon and a half of butter, right? Like that's usually if I eat, like that's what I had this morning. That was my meal this morning. Now, that's only 28 grams of protein. So honestly, before the gym, I'll probably eat again. I'll probably do the Formula One shake with my ignition. So that way, now I have like close to 70 grams of protein in me, and it's only, 11:30 at that point, right? Like that's a good start to the day. Where I'm really interested in strategizing is, okay, so if we're going to take me down 200 calories, I'm assuming that starts today, right? So, I want to strategically eat better. Like what I mean by that is timing, because I say I'm ready to starve at night. I don't like that. Like I really don't like that. I need to get better on, spacing out the protein because I like to front load it. But then, at night, like at 9:00 when I'm starving, like there's nothing left for me to eat. Like I can't, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to have to be really strategic with that last meal, right? The timing of it, because I do want to be relatively comfortable when I go to sleep.
We need to be comfortable too, because we know the history of nighttime eating. Let's be real, it's hard, especially when we slow down and we were running all day. So how would this look if it was simple? So for about 200 grams of protein.
Yeah, we're at 194 now, right? Yeah.
Right at 200.
Yeah.
That would look like what? Evenly spread out throughout the day.
So it's like what? I'm terrible at. So it's like 50 grams of protein. If I were doing 4 meals, it'd be 50 grams of protein each. Right? Yeah. I suck at math.
That's correct.
Right. That is correct.
So if you have 50 grams evenly spread out throughout the day, or 3 at 50 and 2 smaller stacks at 20.
Yeah.
25. Excuse me. I'm also bad at math. Which one works better for you?
Probably the 5. Probably 3 at 50 and then, 2 of the 25 each. That way I could have that before I go to bed. And I can knock that out with that ratio yogurt too. That's good. That's some good yogurt, dude.
So we love the ratio yogurt. We know we're starting our day out with the Formula One, so that looks like 40 to 50.
Yeah, it's 40.
Yeah, that's 40, too easy. And then if you add in a couple eggs, great, we're right there. So see how simple that can look? And if you're in a pinch, what else does that look like? Okay, let's say you're running down the road and you just forgot a snack or you need something. It can look like some simple beef jerky. It can look like a spot. It can look like one of the First Form chocolate mint bars, whichever flavor you like.
A ton of them.
Yeah, dude, those they're like candy bars, man. They're so good.
They are.
Yeah. So that's how that looks if it was simple, man.
Yeah.
Just do what you're doing. Just spread it out a little bit more evenly. And to the point about meal prepping, it was never about meal prepping. It's about having, okay, so breakfast looks like typically one of 2 things, correct? And then what if lunch look like the same? And what if dinner, like it's having a couple options that we normally rotate. You realize like, even when you weren't eating well, I knew what you were eating, right? And it was typically the same, like 3 or 4 things rotated.
Yeah.
So many people, like yourself and people I work with, I don't want to eat the same thing. And then we look at what they eat and they eat the same thing.
Because it depends. Everybody has their price, right? My question is to you, is there a way in the app, and this is something that the one thing that I love with like MyFitnessPal, okay, or even the First Form app, is you can copy yesterday's meal. You can swipe a certain way and copy a meal. Can you do that in our app that we use for in Trainerize?
Somebody didn't watch the videos on how to log their food.
Oh no, dude. I no, you know me. I don't even have time to like.
Yes. 3 little buttons, copy. You can copy the day, you can copy the meal. You can also save the meals as a favorite and then just add them that way.
Okay.
Done.
I'll have to explore that today. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna for no reason at all just send you the quick video link to like that stuff that you're not gonna watch, but that's okay.
I'll watch it if you send it to me. Everybody thinks we all have it together. We don't, man.
No, man. No. I just happen to have it together in this area, right? Like most of the time. So
yeah, most of the time.
What is your declaration for this week as we go into a mini cut?
I'm gonna embrace it, man. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna feel it, right? And I'm gonna look forward to the purpose that it's serving, and I'm gonna be excited about what things are gonna look like on, a week-to-week basis, right? So my declaration is too is I'm gonna get better with the measurements, right? I'm gonna get better with the progress pics. Like I don't like taking progress pics. It takes a lot for me to take a progress pic. So that's the shame aspect of it. And so when I'm feeling good, right, and I'm happy with where I'm at as far as my workouts, my consistency, determination, my nutrition, I like to stay in that energy. And if I take a picture, I still like I sent you yesterday, I'm like, this is good, I guess. Right. And it knocked me down a little bit because I'm still, the way I see it, I'm like, dude, I'm 6 months away, man. Like minimum, right? Minimum 6 months away. But then that's the initial emotion. So I feel bad about where I'm at. And then I put it down and then I look back at it later. I'm like, dude, that's a massive difference at a kid. Right. So it's like, I don't like exposing myself to those moments.
Do you think that there's a benefit to it?
I do. But this is the stuff that I'm working through. Right. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Like yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start slow. I'm going to send the before and then the progress, and we're going to go from there. And then I load it in the app, and, I'm going to get the measurements in, I'll have my wife measure me. And it's just, that's still, like I said, dude, like that's it for everybody listening. That's the shame. That the pictures and the measurements and how I'm stuck in between sizes right now, that just brings up all the shit. That brings up the childhood pain, the adulthood pain of not having the physique that I've wanted, but having the physique that I've created. Right. And that's hard to go through, man. And that's what I'm fighting through right now, to be perfectly honest with you. It's like, I can't even go, bless you, I can't even go buy shorts or jeans right now because nothing fits. The one size is too small, the other size is too big. It's like, all right, well, I'm just not buying any clothes for the next 3 or 4 weeks then. Like that's just where I'm at. And that's the resistance on the measurements. That's the resistance on the pictures. That's where it stems from.
So you see the benefit, and is it really about the shorts? Is it really about the weight?
What do you mean?
The resistance, is it really looking, and there's no right or wrong answer here, just asking. Is it about the weight? Is it about the shorts? Or is it about what allowed us to let ourselves get here?
No, I think it's honestly just the appearance.
Okay.
It's like, is like, okay, this isn't where I want to be yet. This is still bad. And then And then when I do that, so like yesterday, right, I throw on my clothes and I go and I have this dates with my daughters and, you know, and that, and like, if I look in a mirror or something, I still see that person that I started with. Like the amount of body dysmorphia, and I don't see myself the way I am today. I see myself the way I was when we started, and you know, really going, you know, all out focus about 55 days ago. So I think it was like after my TED talk. So my TED talk was what, March 24th or something like that. So I think we started like April 1. Like I think that's probably when we hit it. And so for me, it's like no matter how great a shape I am, I always feel like I'm that chubby kid. And those are the things that I have to get through mentally in order to give myself the physique and the opportunity to attain that physique and then keep it. Right.
So let's look at that for a second. If it's about the chubby kid in your head and you're not seeing the change now, why do you actually think that you'll see the change when it's actually there?
I don't even know the answer to that question, dude. I got to be honest. I mean, to be completely,
let you in on secret. You're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You know, and it's funny because I was talking to my buddy Steven about it yesterday, and I'm like, dude, like, what is wrong with me? He goes, dude, I'm the same way. Like, we're all, yeah, you are. It's like we are all, and that's what I think people don't understand. Like, body dysmorphia in men it's a thing, dude. It's a thing. Like, it is more of a thing than people realize. You know, like it is not fun.
It's women struggle with it. Men do too.
Yeah.
Women are allowed to talk about it. We're not.
Well,
and you think about it, right? What do we have when we were kids? We have professional athletes that we look up to. We have GI Joes that we look up to. We have professional wrestlers that we look up to. All of you have superhuman physiques.
Yep.
And that is what we compare ourselves to. Women have a different thing, right? And then when we don't have that, we have our grandmothers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're getting kind of chunky. You have your dad. Hey, why are you getting fluffier? Poking you in the stomach. Or, you know, even on my end, brother, just to relate, like I had gained weight and lost a bunch of weight. And in the gym I was working in at the time, they found the old picture of me and put it next to Peter Griffin and posted it all over the gym. So it's like this brutality is also taught. But I'm going to tell you something, that Jerry Flower said. The tongue is a paintbrush. And your heart is the canvas. But you don't have to let everybody's paintbrush paint on your canvas.
That's a good point, dude, because I'm noticing, man, like the definition of fit now is completely skewed because of Instagram and because of social media. Like there's people, I don't know if you've seen him, James Coppola. I like him. I like his content because you can tell there's an empathy side to that guy. He reminds me of you in a sense of he leads with empathy. You know, you don't use the language he uses, but at the same time, the message is just like, look, like these are real human beings here. And, you know, because of everything on Instagram and Photoshop and whatever, the bar of fitness has completely moved. If someone sees any amount of fat on a guy, they say you have bitch tits or you're fat. How can you call yourself fit? I watched James Coppola do a 95-pound Turkish get up with a bar. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, that's strength. That's strength, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know. It was like 45. So 135. Like, and you're going to say that guy's not fit because of the standard of what everybody's thinking. Like that brings the body, that takes body dysmorphia and cranks it up a level. It's like, how do we ever feel comfortable?
Dude, it truly does. Like, and you could there should be people that pick me apart. Let's take my buddy Mike T. Nelson, right? Who is mind-bogglingly brilliant. Like, everybody that I know in this industry looks up to that guy. If you saw him, no abs, none of that. The guy is not only a stud, but he's brilliant. Right? And he works out and he does these crazy things, man. So it's the truth. And I'm glad you and I are talking about this, and it happens to be getting out there. And the reason, to circle back to where we started, that's another reason why we do this. That's one of the reasons why we look at this and why we talk about it, because I'm going to let you know, like you admitted, even when you get it, dude, even if you have abs, you're still going to see that boy until this. You look at him and say, it's okay, I can drive now. You can sit in the back seat. I can drive. Here's the thing, bro. Like, our past serves us in some ways and it holds us back in others. How cool is it that your past doesn't need you anymore? Your future does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great point, man. It's a great point. That's the. And
also, I think you're incredibly sexy, and I want to touch your butt and call you pretty.
Well, you can touch my butt and call me pretty in June. You can do it on camera if you want. It's fine.
Is it okay that I just got chills? Is that a thing?
Nope, nope, that's the thing. Everyone has their price. It ain't cheap, baby. It ain't cheap. It's gonna
for yourself.
It's gonna cost you a plane ticket and a donut,
brother. All right, we got your declarations. We've gone through it. I will be updating everything for you today.
Cool.
Can we take a moment because of what day this is?
Yeah, of course. Real quick before we do that, before you guys listening, today is Memorial Day when we're recording, and our freedom is not free. This is the most expensive holiday on the calendar, and it costs lives. So while you guys are, grilling your food, swimming in your pools, you're at the lake, ultimately remember what was sacrificed in order for you to have that freedom. And I can't even look at the camera right now because I can't look at Matthew right now because I'll lose it. But this man's seen a lot. He's, been deployed. He's lost friends. So today is just not a holiday for him. Today is a day that is hard on him and should be hard on all of us, but we should also be very grateful. And real quick before, we give a moment of silence to the fallen soldiers and everybody that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country and our freedom. In order for us to even be doing this recording today, I found myself earlier today saying like, wow, like I can't believe I can't go to my regular gym because it's closed. I have to go to this shithole down the street. And then I realized like, man, I'm alive and I get to go to this shithole gym. And I can be back at the Omni tomorrow, but there's people that risk their lives that aren't able to get in the car and go somewhere today. So, I know today is Memorial Day and we're honoring those that have fallen, but Matthew, I'm sending you love today, dude. I know that, the veterans struggle on this day because of the things that they've seen and gone through and experienced. And I see you and I love you.
Love you too, brother. And I just want to second all of that. It's these days, this day, it's an interesting one. And I don't understand saying Happy Memorial Day. I don't understand. But I want to say to those whose husbands never came home, whose wives never came home, who had to get to know their dad or their mother through pictures because they weren't there. Who lost their spouse, their husband, their wife, their son, their daughter. We love you. Mm-hmm. And to those that came home and couldn't handle it and took their own life, we love you too. And something nobody talks about, to those that are just on the sideline, civilians that lost their life, we think about you today too and your family. And something that's been really heavy on my mind lately is I really dug into World War II. Just all the people, like minorities, different races, different religions, that were just rounded up and slaughtered and still are to this day across the world. We love you. And you know how much my faith means to me. I don't care, and I know you don't either, what race, religion. I don't care if you're purple, green, any of that. We love you. If you've sacrificed in any way for this country and for your country, we love you and remember you today.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a little bit of a silence and then we will head on out and you guys enjoy your day and thank you for listening. But real quick, again, let's take a quick moment of silence for all the fallen soldiers. All right, guys, listen, wanted to leave you on that note because we get to do all of these things because of those men and women, those sons and daughters, those husbands and wives, those mothers and fathers that have lost their lives to the ultimate sacrifice for your freedom. So that said, I love you guys. Matthew, I love you. Thank you, brother. I look forward to seeing you soon and continuing to run the play that you're creating for me. And, I'm sure I'll be talking to you later today, dude.
Yeah, 100%. I love you, man. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. That being said, please share this episode, this coaching call with those that you love. If something resonated, reach out to Matthew so he can help you get on track and live a happier and healthier, stronger life. I love you guys. Until next time, stay determined. Peace.
Sharp French, what up? This one luck, I let the pain inspire me. I put my all in everything I'm doing. Up until it's done, I'm me for the entirety. I put in overtime, I be working. Just know I'ma go for mine, cause I earned it. They watching, I know it's time, I confirmed it. A whole society determined.